I've never seen blood like this. They're just pouring this stuff right in. This is going into Lake Titicaca, which is the sacred lake to the indigenous peoples here.
We can see that because that's the part that it's open.
Of course.
But you don't see the whole thing that they are doing to the river
what they're
here.
going to do here is they're going to divert it.
Yeah, and they're
under
just
this
going to
cement.
cover. Yeah.
They're not going to clean it up. It won't be so ugly and open.
Yes.
It'll still smell the way it's
Yeah.
Y precisamente se tenía que embovedar a la fuerza este río porque hay mal olor porque sale del matadero, la sangre, todo lo que carnean el ganado. Esa agua sucia echan los vecinos. No tenemos alcantarillado en algunas zonas. Entonces esos vecinos a la fuerza tienen que salir a los riachuelos para hacer su necesidad.
So let me understand. Suez said they put an $80 million treatment facility here. Not only did they not do that, but they've diverted the raw sewage into this river that goes into Lake Titicaca.
Yeah, this is a river that crosses all the city. So it's around the city that they are doing the same thing.
Why did Bolivia privatize the water systems of Cochabamba and El Alto? It's not like Bolivian citizens decided it was a good idea. Water privatization was absolutely forced on Bolivia by the World Bank. In 1997, the World Bank told Bolivia that if they did not privatize the water system of Cochabamba and El Alto La Paz, that they were going to be cut off from water development loans by the World Bank.
Yo creo que esa es la privatización para nosotros una lucha contra la muerte, ¿no? La lucha por la vida, porque la vida siga siendo una vida donde nuestros hijos, nuestros nietos, nosotros podamos disfrutarla, ¿no? Es una lucha entre una vida digna, una vida con alegría o una vida con sometimiento, una vida con amargura, con angustia, con inseguridad, que no es vida.
What's also tragic is that there's a lot of awareness of that now, but so much of that awareness is then being used by corporate interests. Oh, we're running out of water and we need to invest so much money in water and it's so terrible how water is managed, and then somehow they make the flip to, oh, we must privatize it so then we'll use it more efficiently and everybody will be better off, which is total nonsense, total utter nonsense. I mean, it's mainly these people have an interest clearly in making money out of selling water to people.
There are private corporate interests that have decided that water is going to be put on the open market for sale. It's going to be commodified and treated as any other saleable good.
Water is now a $400 billion global industry, the third largest behind electricity and oil.
How can you keep loaning poor countries money to meet their basic needs? It is completely predictable that what happens is poor countries end up with debts they can't afford, and that debt becomes the noose around their neck with which the World Bank and the IMF become the government.
There is a political set of questions to be asked around this. Who owns water? Who gets to make the decisions about water? Why is this group, the World Water Council and the World Bank and these big water corporations, why have they got to set themselves up as a global high command of water and make decisions for the rest of us? Who exactly elected them?
The judge ruled, he simply said, look, a diversion of water for selling somewhere else that diminishes the flow or lake, the integrity of this flow of water is unlawful. It cannot be done. They do not have the property right to do it, and he told him to turn off the pumps.
Chimada last year. My sisters were sitting alone, having persisted for a year to tell Coke to go home.
What's happening here is that these women from all generations are being put off the land by Coca-Cola, which is across the road stealing their water, bottling their water, poisoning their land. Their wells are running dry, their food isn't good anymore, the water's impossible to bathe in. So these people have been in a sit-in like this for almost 2 years now. Every single day they quietly, with great dignity, come here and speak their truth to that power across the road.
Nobody in this country, especially the poor, have the luxury to sit at a time when they could be working to make a living. And I know that if our sisters and brothers are sitting here day in and day out, it is with a reason.
Let it be clear to this company Suez that says we must raise the tariffs, and if we don't, they will leave. If they wish to go, they can. The people will know what they have to do.
The fight against water privatization is an international struggle, and we will fight because there's only one thing to do. Either we fight or we die, and I say we fight.
I have no doubt that we will win. 21st century is going to be the century of common people.